This week on the Blazer Sports Report, we will give you updates on the men's and women's cross-country teams. Then we will head over to Billy Grant Field for an update on the Blazers baseball team.
Later, we will get an inside look at the football team's preparation for the annual spring game and upcoming season. Afterward, we will have an update from the cheerleading team as they prepare for the national cheerleading competition this weekend. Finally, we will get an update on the men's and women's tennis team after they faced two nationally ranked opponents this past weekend. One player even earned the honor of being named the Gulf South Conference Player of the Week. Put down your remote and stay tuned for your Blazer Sports Report.
Welcome to the Blazer Sports Report. I'm Justin Chandler.
And Danielle Kimble.
Last Friday, VSU's cross-country teams traveled down to Daytona Beach for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University's track meet. The men's team competed in 3 events: the 1,500-meter race, the 4x800-meter relay, and the 5,000-meter race. Blazer Sports reporter and cross-country runner Olivia Rosener traveled with the team to cover the meet.
Through rain and shine, the cross-country teams have been putting in their miles and speed work every day this spring. Last Friday, the teams traveled to the track at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Despite the high temperatures, the Blazers were determined to reach their goals, and that is exactly what these runners did. Freshman David Gunn led the men's team in the 1,500-meter race. Gunn placed third in his heat and set a new personal record of 4 minutes and 9.05 seconds. Despite the nerves of the competition, Gunn pushed himself to new speeds.
First couple laps, I felt smooth, and then 600 to go, I just had that little extra gear I found, and then just finished hard.
The team has been preparing all spring to qualify for the Georgia Tech track meet. Gunn said that his race in Daytona has given him the confidence to go and reach his qualifying time.
It just gives me the confidence I need to go forward and qualify for that Tech meet, run 4.4, maybe hopefully sub-4 by the end of the season.
Along with the team setting many personal records, the men's team not only raced but won the 4x800-meter relay. The teams have one more chance to reach their qualifying times this Friday at the University of North Florida. I'm Olivia Rosener, reporting for the Blazer Sports Report.
The women's cross-country team also had success this past weekend. Sophomore Angela Cipriani led the Blazers in the 1,500-meter race, placing second in her heat. Cipriani was 0.07 of a second away from setting a new school record. The team has their standards set high after their performances this past weekend. We look forward to seeing another stellar performance from the team this weekend when they travel to the University of North Florida for another meet.
The Valdosta State baseball team swept Auburn Montgomery this last weekend, which gave them a 17-16 record this season. They began the month with a game on April 2nd against the Augusta Jags at Billy Grant Field in Valdosta. Blazer sports reporter Bryant Roach has the story from the game.
The Blazers faced the Augusta Jags Tuesday. VSU starting pitcher Alex Tyson gave up 2 runs, 1 earned, and 4 strong innings that included 3 strikeouts. Augusta drew first blood with an RBI double to make it 1-0. VSU outfielder Joe Enrique Deonchi hit a double of his own to drive in the Blazers' first run. He came in for the second run when Josh Broughton singled up the middle. In the third inning, Broughton broke the game open with a crowd-pleasing solo home run. The Blazers went on to win 11-4, making them 18-16 for the season. With this Blazer Sports Report, I'm Bryant Roach.
VSU will go on the road to Montevallo this weekend for a 3-game series. The team will compete in a doubleheader on Saturday and follow up with a single game on Sunday. Their next home game will be against St. Leo University on Tuesday, April 9th at 5 p.m.
The Blazers football team continued spring practice sessions this past week as they prepare for upcoming scrimmages later this month. Blazers sports reporter Justin Brinson caught up with the team to see what they are working on to prepare for their scrimmages and games later this fall.
On Thursday, March 28th, the Valdosta State Blazers football team hit the ground running as they started their annual spring practices. The Blazers have a long road ahead of them after winning the NCAA Division II championship in December and then naming a new coach earlier this year. The Blazers are set to have several open practices in the coming week, including 2 scrimmage games as they prepare for their season this fall. Their season opener is set for September the 7th, where they will face Albany State University. We look forward to seeing all the Blazers have in store for us. For your Blazers Sports Report, I've been Justin Brinson.
The Blazers will continue their practice sessions over the next few weeks. Spring practices will conclude with the annual spring game scheduled for Saturday, April 27th at 11 a.m. Check out vstateblazers.com for more details.
The VSU cheer team is preparing to compete in the 2019 NCAA College National Championship this weekend. Blazers sports reporter Sean Mitchell caught up with the team during their practice session this week and got the details of their upcoming performance.
The Valdosta State cheerleading team has hit the mat to get prepared for the 2019 NCAA National Championship in Daytona Beach, Florida. Coach Cody Hudson and the team have been working hard to be back-to-back champions. Last year, the team placed first, bringing yet another trophy back to Titletown. The team works diligently at practice to perfect their stunts and tumble passes. This year, the team and coaching staff have come up with a great routine. I spoke with senior Nia Alexandria off camera on how she felt about last year and this year's preparation.
Last year at Nationals, it was really exciting. There's a lot going on. There are a lot of good teams there, and we really just had to tune in and focus on ourselves to make sure that we were producing the best results we possibly could. Our coaches basically made sure our mindsets were really strong. We practice every single day, no matter what, rain or shine. Sometimes we even go outside to make sure like even the elements won't affect us when we get outside at the beach at Nationals. So we practice every single day. We have our mindsets on, and we really just we're here for each other at all times.
We wish the best of luck to Coach Hudson and the team as they compete again on the sand. For your Blazers Sports Report, I'm Alex Mitchell.
We look forward to seeing how the team performs this weekend. If you would like to be a part of the action next year, tryouts begin April 13th in the VSU complex. Check vstateblazers.com for more details next week.
This past weekend, the men's and women's tennis teams faced West Alabama and West Florida at the VSU tennis courts. Blazers sports reporter Joshua Miller went out and covered the action. Here's more.
Over the weekend, both VSU tennis teams faced ranked conference rivals West Alabama and West Florida. The men conquered both teams on Saturday and Sunday, extending their season record to 8-3 and their conference record to a flawless 6-0. The men's team is now first in the Gulf South Conference after giving West Florida their first conference loss on the year. VSU's women's team didn't get the same results and lost to both West Alabama and West Florida. The women are now 3-11 this season and haven't won a game at home. They're sitting at the 7th seed in the Gulf South standings with a 3-3 conference record. They have 5 matches left on the season, and the men's team have 4 remaining before the GSC tournament starts in May.
On Wednesday, junior men's tennis player Axel Holm was named the Gulf South Conference Player of the Week. Holm won all 3 of his single matches this past weekend. He also helped the Blazers win 2 of 3 doubles matches. Congratulations to Holm and the rest of the Blazers on strong efforts this past weekend. Well, that's it for today's Blazers Sports Report. I'm Justin Chandler.
And I'm Danielle Kimble. Stay tuned for more episodes of the Blazers Sports Report later this month. Go Blazers!